The kit I've had on my watch list, there's been one come out, this guy's been listing it for, I don't know, probably a year or more. There's a few components missing out, it's not quite a complete kit. It's over £20 new, and I got it for £8 in the end. I have one of the other models, I think it's 1071 I've got, this is 1070, but even model Barn Shop Lippy don't seem to stock Busch products in great quantities now, so I don't know. They're getting a bit, I mean, House of Hobbies, I think, not House of Hobbies, is it Hobby, Golden Hobbies or something? They do it, but it's like £24. It's a bit ridiculous just for that. So there is, I think, one more I'm looking for. Well, it's nearly the midnight hour opening session, as it's been one of them days. The dumper truck snapped the steering cable. I've been sodding around trying to bodge that up to keep using it to no avail. So we've got one parcel, two parcels, sorting out the car insurance, even worse, 3 parcels, 4 parcels, 5. Well, let's get on with it. Well, just taking all the labels off. First, I wonder what this was to start with, but these are very old school ratio signals. The packaging is probably more eco-friendly then than it is now, with a stupid plastic thing they have it is now. But these are quite fiddly to make. They are the London North Eastern lattice metal semaphore signals, and they're about £13–15 now, quite expensive. Well, all the ratio stuff is expensive now. 2 kits, they're very old school ones, 97p on them and £1 on that one. They ain't that price now in a shop. I got the pair for a £5. They're pushing on the vehicles more rather than the rolling stock, so there's not much that I want. I don't know what we've got in here. Chips are a pain in the arse. We've got an empty box to put them in. That's it. Pain in the bum bum. Well, that's it for that. We have a case excavator, or in the description, a case JCB. I don't think Mr. Bamford would affiliate himself with case, but yes, 1/87 scale. And there aren't a lot in 1/76 other than the Oxford ones. This wasn't a bargain price really, but it's brand new. And obviously 1/87 I can use it on either the British side or the American, because excavators come in all shapes and sizes, so it's not too critical that it would be slightly smaller than its British equivalent, because you ain't gonna tell. What we have? Oxford diecast spares or repairs bits. So this is a truck trailer for the Americans, and that does not look like 1/76. Might be. It's a long while since I've seen one. That's a Corgi one. Hopefully that's not 1/50th or 1/64. I have got some Stobart trailers that are Oxford, but I could be wrong. And these have got slight little bits broken off them, so they were cheap, £5. Some of the stuff he had, it's one of those eBay madness things. People were paying silly money. I have got one of these. I think there's just a detail part there that's missing on that, or a mobile bit. I know my other one's got this rather useless piece snapped off on my other one, and the slidey bar bit. There's no legs on this. I don't know whether they're missing or whether they're... Well, I don't suppose you'd need trailer legs on a low loader, same as it's self-supporting. I have got, I think this is the Stobart one that comes with a Scania, a blue Scania matching. But yeah, again, it's going to be a code 3 as they call them. And the last one is a Skelly, as we used to call them. A skeletal trailer for the carriage of lorry shipping containers. So we have a wagon and drag effect, I think. I'm not quite sure how that goes when it's pulled out. Well, I'll have to look when I've got my other ones out. There's one leg there, whether there should be two, but then it doesn't match with the other part there. There's two little legs there and one in the middle, two at the front. Not quite sure. And then you can pull it out to take a 20 footer or a 40 footer. It's got a little towing eye on it, but whether that's, I don't know. Suppose a lot together. It's got some fake little wheel chocks there, bit of paint overspray or something there, but you can see there's a piece snapped off there. That was all that's wrong with it, really. And again, I think that was 4 or 5 quid. They were fairly cheap, I think. So, in the first one is an unboxed modern JCB. Too modern for my layout. So, I know I do like it because it's got the old 5-in-1 bucket on it with the pallet tines. I did have a little play in one of these when the boss bought one. The old boss. At my previous job before the beer shop. And this, staying with the digger theme, is another one. Looks like the back hose floating around, which is a bit of a shit because this is the reason why I did buy it. I don't know whether they'll pop back in. And there's a pin missing. Where's the other one? Yeah, there's a pin missing. So someone's had it apart. Nothing in the box. Well, at least it's an easy thing to rectify. If I can find a small pin. The rams are a bit stiffer on this one, but there's nothing floating about in here. So can't see it anywhere wedged in any detail parts. A simple little bit of brass wire will rectify that. But that's a bit, surely he must have seen that floating about. Attic curios, that is. There's always one, isn't there, that mars. I don't know, just in case it fell out in here. I suspect not. Right. see anything. At least it's an easy fix. So let's hope that this one should be brand spanking new shop stock ex Hornby. I held out in the hope that they may not shift them very quickly and may do, you know, one of those offers as you're watching the item. I didn't. And it just happened as I was perusing through my watch list and happened to notice that there was only 2 left out of about 15 I think he originally listed, and I thought, okay, now is no longer the time to be waiting to see if he's going to drop the price, because if he's shifting them he's got no incentive to do so. So it's a body, a brand new body for a class 60, because if you recall many moons ago I bought a cheap deal from Hatton's, brand new special offer of a class 60, not dissimilar to the one I bought the other week from Rouser Sheffield. Only thing was, it's a load haul one, which is sort of like the sectorisation gone to privatisation, which I don't model. I modelled the BR period when it was still publicly owned. Looks like we've got 10 miles of bubble wrap on it, which is a good sign. So I was looking at either worst case scenario respraying the body, or well, I did find some rail freight stickers, but they weren't quite big enough to cover the load haul sign on the side of the body, which was larger than the BR logos. So it would have looked a bit bodgy. And I've been looking for a body, and I've seen them on there, even second hand. There's 50 quid, £50 for a second hand body. And this was 34, including the postage, or 35. Now I'm not, presumably the other one I've got has got the same plugs. If not, I'll have to do a little bit of modification. So it's all complete, and it's in a British rail sector, so it's a simple body swap hopefully, and I think it's the John Loudon load haul will be no more. It will be Bowfell 60015 instead. So that was the cheaper solution, rather than, well, I wouldn't have sprayed it myself, put it that way. I don't have good enough equipment or the experience to even attempt trying to get something like that. So it would always been a bugbear if it had looked a bit crappy. So it would have cost me a hell of a lot more than that to have someone professionally do it. So there we are, 34 quid more, and we've got a loco I can run in the correct period and liveries. So I think that is it. I've just shot the video, which you've probably already seen, of me repairing that. I've got 2 more controllers to go. One I can repair if it's not working, the other one I think will be a bit beyond my skill set and patience. So that's it for now. I've lost the remote.